Hey-ho, so that's just starting up, so...
I ain't going to lie, Watcher. Everything that's happened since Gilded Vale. Deerford, Theos, Aethys getting up and stomping around. I think this moment might have made it all worthwhile.
There's Joino the spider. Okay, gesture downwards, lower it into depths. We're looking for something up our canals to help her remember, and if it's not in here, that must mean that Glengraf has it. Is my reasoning, because Glengraf seem to be a bit more closer to Percana than any either the rest of them, so. Right, let's see. No, that's not in. Oh, there's librarians down here. Okay, let's explore this area first before we go on to another one.
Your orders, you were saying? Still as a pond.
Right, what is this? As the Chief Librarian instructed, we have redacted the child's home village from every available map. The work is taxing and are more covert urgent, but it is a public service we cannot let slip. Some graves should be forgotten. When we arrived, it was a ghost town in the truest sense of the word. Men and women conjured from memory and imaginations walked the streets, going about their daily duties, ignorant of their own spectral nature, stepping through their own rotted corpses, all was silent save the music. We followed it to the town square where we found the child playing. The blood of her kin splattered across her instrument. She said she sang, really, that she could not control herself, and she begged us to stop, to help us stop her, help her stop. Okay. Will they mind me open the door?
Father?
Well, let's kill her. Well, okay, I saved outside, so.
I cannot whack him any harder.
For the homeland. Okay, give me a hand here. You were saying about that?
Alright.
I've got this, Captain.
Everybody focus on that child. Hello. Was that the best one we can use on her?
Still got it.
Fuck me, this kid has got a lot of fucking...
Must focus.
I'm having
some trouble moving through this.
Right. Okay, obviously we can't do that just now. There might be something else we can learn to help us deal with the child. Maybe if we were a chanter, we could do something, since she seems to be a chanter of some sort. But that fucking imaginary friend was not dying in any way whatsoever. It had faster healing than we had.
Careful. It only looks like a machine.
I don't particularly care for any of the gods, but I might care for WoW the least.
Right, under observation. Yeah, they're conducting human experiments here, so...
Easily done. Can't take all the
Leave
credit.
it to me.
The device resembles some of the magnificent machines you encountered in the past, but those have been largely overtaken by flesh and bone. Had those been largely overtaken by flesh and bone. Tendons and muscle fused to the ancient machine mechanism at its core.
A construct regulator. Arkmir tried to build one himself, but neither of us wanted to cut its nails or trim its fur.
Looks like the device described in the maintenance log. Consult the maintenance log to activate the device. Examine the machine. The device may have been a decent example of weapon craft, but the years have not been kind. It seems connected to local flesh constructs in more ways than one. Skin and bone have spread across all the major panels, rendering many of its old controls useless. You discern nothing else about it.
I seem to recall these controllers gather bits and pieces of leftover scrap from the work of knitting flesh and bone. Over time they develop tumors, limbs, and even organs. Getting them to cooperate is not so simple as flipping a switch. Better to imagine milking a giant cow or petting a cat.
You saying this thing's just a big kitty? Think I'll stick with the normal shaped ones. With the fur and the tails and the little ears.
Back away. So I got a maintenance log somewhere. Where the hell did I ever get a maintenance log?
Captain. Aye, aye. Still as a pond.
I'll have Maya run in and try and grab that note from the...
You were saying? Just say the word.
Yeah, she keeps walking over him. Can you go that other way a second so I can be invisible? As soon as she touches him, she loses stealth. Oh, hang on, I got a way to deal with this. If this doesn't work, I got spark cracker somewhere. Yes. Right, the Orca demands another clutch of Lagavulin egg for study. Okay. I gotta remember letting my power and attack and fucking kill people. Right, so start the maintenance log. You carefully sink your hand to the machine's soft flesh. The canal gore extends deeper than you guessed, and in no time your shoulder deep in a panel of drooping skin and exposed muscle. Flesh, gears, and wet moving parts shudder under your touch. You find the gland described in the maintenance log, a palm-sized sack of fluid, and give it a gentle squeeze. A shiver of delight passes through the workings of the machine. You feel its attention swivel over to you. Let's be friends. Near a panel, patrols come into immediate halt as several large shapes throughout the area will stand at their best approximate of attention. What the fuck did I just do?
Got someone in my sights. Ashiza, strike!
Kill the fucking thing.
After him!
Oh my god, these things are on my side now.
Why not?
And the Vifrak don't mind me anymore.
For the wrong Anui.
Nice hit.
Yeah, like these things are coming to help me. Is that how I beat the fucking girl in that cage so I can actually help her? Let's have them deal with all the spirits she summoned. Remember the apprentice, honeymead hair and eyes like willow leaves. Spellwork sharp and wry, as focus is clean as a rapier's kiss. Remember her, find her, you can trust her, I believe you can trust her. Trust her, but never too trusting. What was her name? So Mr. Vifrak here has...
Why not?
A sanctum to some, a slaughterhouse to others.
There is no justifying this horror.
They're cutting up
Your
people
orders?
to use as food for...
Say the word. Still as a pond.
What's this? An ooblet. Event's been disengaging.
Ishi. Quiet time.
I got a seahorse. A little horse for the sea.
Leave it to me.
When did I get a maintenance log for that? Oh shit, Maya.
Captain, let's go. What? We here.
That one right there.
Got someone in my sights.
No problem. That'll teach you.
Oh, the flesh constructs are coming to help out. Oh, who's a good flesh construct? Scavenger of Visions. This old wooden table bears a complicated alchemy set, several bottles and assorted other materials. Examine the table and its contents. Though antique, the alchemy set has been well maintained and looks entirely serviceable. The cork bottle rests in a metal cradle, cleverly labelled with a red X imposed over a rough image of a dank spore. It appears a potent fungicide. A large chunk of the faintly luminous fungus rests in the small metal bowl. Take the fungicide. The bottle weighs heavily in your hand, it's apparently quite full. Apply a small portion of the bottle's contents to the fungus. Why do I want to convert it to fungal fertilizer? We can always do that later if we want to.
Leave it to me.
Okay, and there's things hidden over here that Maya can go get.
You were saying? Aye, aye. Ishi. Quiet time.
So when they're moving, their circle's smaller. Flash controller key, controller room key.
What did you find, Ishi?
Yeah, what did you find? There it is.
Still as a pond.
Advanced wistful stargazing.
Ishi. Quiet time.
So to get to that, I'll have to run right through all of that. Yeah, they're just going to keep patrolling so I can't get anywhere within a 5-mile radius that is fucking... Go away! Will you stop walking through me, you idiot? You're seeing me, for fuck's sake! Just fuck off, will you? You're doing this on purpose, just to piss me off. I still have smart crackers somewhere.
Yeah?
Okay. You did that on purpose. Okay. We're ready at least.
What did you find, Ishi?
Yeah, let's just take that dagger off you. Anyway, we got what we needed for Bracana. When did we get a fucking device log for that? So yeah, we got what we needed for Bracana, so let's go back up to Bracana and drop that off of her, and then we'll come back down and see what's in the fucking depths of this place. Should we tell Bracana that I looted her entire observatory?
Can you make the stars right again?
Here, I brought you the stars. She steps about with a skeptical frown, her eyes lock on the page as soon as she finds diagrams of sky charted in a way that emphasizes order and harmony.
Would you look at that? Everything slowed down and all the noise in my head went quiet. Thank you. And thank you, friend. I have not forgotten your kindness after the circle was so cruel to me.
I gave you a cup of tea. That is no excuse to paw at me like a grateful kitten.
I must find my way to the surface, or the closest thing to it. Once I am safe, we can speak more again, Huck.
Okay, see you soon, Bracana. You know there's more Archmagi up there. There's actually Archmagi up there. You'll be safe. Just go see Lengarth and all that. You'll be fine. Alright, so... claim my reward. If I did this only for fucking a reward. A Zorp enclosure and something else. Oh my god, they are... And yeah... Oh, I'm not even in fast mode, am I? Hello.
Did you need something?
Madiko, has she lost her mind again already?
It's me, Bracana, Mogwai.
Of course. You're the one who gave me back the stars. Sientere, I'm just not myself outside of the observatory. You don't need to worry about me. Even if I might not always know your face, there's a place in my memory where the idea of you resides. If If that makes sense. These two were bringing me up to speed on your unfortunate recent history. I'm sorry that the Circle didn't get involved sooner.
Just because we don't announce our actions from the roof of Kahanga Palace doesn't mean we do nothing.
Well, no one invited me to get involved in the Aothis problem. I just showed up and assumed we all had the same idea.
Before I forget, again, here, some things I picked up on my way back from the collections. It's not much, but it's all I could scrounge together.
I appreciate it, but you need those more than I do.
I don't especially care for potions. But if the Sanctum has any potted plants, I will be sure to water one. I lost more than my senses in this place. The collections takes everything from people. Everything that matters. You've covered a lot of ground, so it can't hurt to ask. Have you seen my grimoire?
I lost my grimoire once. Arkemir poured honey on the pages and left it on the roof for gulls to pick over. I think he was punishing me for smacking around his favorite imp.
When I got here, someone without a face ripped him out of my clutches. I've been worried sick ever since.
Look what I found.
Thank you for coming back to me. And thank you, Watcher. Now I have 2 friends, and I feel richer than ever.
She opens the grimoire and flips to later pages, chewing on her thumbnail she reads.
This is it. Now I remember how I got involved in this mess. I was searching for a celestial catalyst.
A piece of magically charged star mail, correct?
Ugh, you know already. We should have been research partners. I have been researching the properties of wayward stars. If my findings pan out, a piece of one may be the last component I need to scribe my first spell. That and my book friend here. I know that a star fell on the Black Isles recently. A brilliant purple rock streaked across the sky and landed in this area. The only trick is finding it. Once I have the metal and complete my spell, I'll see to it that you are the second person in all the world to wield its power.
If you had started your tale by explaining how it would benefit us, we would have agreed to it by now.
Once you scribe a spell, that'll make you an archmage?
Knowing the Circle, it will not be so simple. It could take years. Even Consulhoth had to fight for his acceptance.
Save your breath, my dear. The Circle is nothing but a gathering of old crooks dodging taxes by posturing that they care for some nebulous, unachievable greater good.
In Consulhoth's more mortal days, he had a certain allergy to writing down the results of his research, which made assessing his work something of a challenge. My own examination faltered at the combat phase. It took me more tries than I care to admit to defeat the Circle in one go. And my treatise on the offensive deployment of arcane shields had its fair share of holes in it. Arkemir really is a stickler for the details.
Are you not grandfathered into the Circle as a result of your circumstances?
Each Lengrath must succeed in the Circle's trials on their own. Though, I won't deny, we have a bit of a head start.
Really? For you, it was all that? I just wandered into the building and pulled up a chair. No one asked any questions.
All the same, I am determined to try.
Fucking hell, dude. I can make enough more rattle to search for a fallen star.
Then we are well paired. Agrasima, Watcher. The keepers of this prison might not permit you to take the star metal. If you must harm someone to claim it, make it quick.
Farewell. How did you find yourself trapped in the collections?
I spotted a shooting star in the skies over the Black Isles. So brilliant and bright. I sent mercenaries to find it, but heard nothing back for some time. Weeks later, their leader reported back to the observatory, but he was wrong on the inside. Like his mind was not his own. I blasted him with everything I had, but he dragged me screaming into that prison. There was something about my research the Hand Occult wanted to hide. They never told me what it was.
How did you lose your memory?
Sad to say that difficulties of the mind are nothing new for me. Some months ago, a spell backfired, and I need a little help to recall myself from time to time. But that shrieking from the collections, that was different. It wipes you clean. Whole days passed where it took everything I had just to remember to breathe. I think my accident was the only reason I had any mind left to recover. There was some part of me up here that the screams never reached.
What happened to the mercenaries you hired?
The collections must have claimed the mercenaries. More test subjects for their vile experiments. Every day the keepers threw more bodies down into the pit, or fed them alive and screaming to the worm dog. Ask away, amico.
Right, the worm dog. Oh dear lord, that was that thing I saw next to the beholder. Right, anyway, I'll see you next time.